America just started a war nobody asked for. Let me paint you a picture. It's a Tuesday, cabinet meeting at the White House. People are dying in the Middle East. Hospitals are running out of medicine. Families can't get cooking gas. Oil tankers are being blockaded. And Donald Trump, the most powerful man on planet Earth, is sitting at the head of the table going, "Hey Steve, can I tell them about a gift?" And Steve goes, "Mr. President, you can do anything you want." And the whole room laughs. That's it. That's the video. That's your foreign policy. Welcome to 2026, where World War III is basically a cabinet icebreaker. Okay, let's back up, because most people don't realize how fast this escalated. 28 days ago, America and Israel launched coordinated strikes on Iran. Not a skirmish, not a surgical operation, full bombardment. In 25 days, Iran fired 470 missiles at Israel. Israel's air defense, the legendary Iron Dome, is running out of interceptors. 35 cluster missiles are slipping through per week. 190 urban zones are under attack. And here's a part that should break your brain. Israel's own newspaper, Haaretz, reported that the IDF chief warned the cabinet, "We might run out of soldiers, not ammunition, soldiers." This is not a proxy conflict anymore. This is a full-spectrum regional war. But don't worry, Trump's tie looked great. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely there's a plan. Surely the adults are in the room. The adults are in the room. That's the problem. Trump, in that same cabinet meeting, literally joked that he thought oil prices would go higher and markets would crash more. And then, I'm not making this up, someone told him Venezuela was putting up a statue of him. And he immediately goes, "Tell me about the statue first. Oil can wait." This is a man with his finger on the button, folks. Meanwhile, he extended Iran's deadline for attacking their energy plans from March 27th to April 6th and claimed Iran requested the extension. Iran said they never asked. Trump wrote it anyway on the internet for everyone to see. It's like if your landlord said, "My tenant asked for more time on rent," and the tenant is standing right there going, "I never said that." Except in this version, the landlord has aircraft carriers. Now let me talk about something the mainstream media is sleeping on. The UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, the land of 7-star hotels and influencer brunches, is becoming a war zone. Iran has fired 2,180 missiles and drones at UAE territory. The UAE intercepted 95% of them, but 5% of 2,180 is still a lot of explosions near your rooftop pool. Kuwait's ports have been hit. Riyadh took 6 missiles. Qatar's government is literally telling people to stay away from windows. The UAE ambassador to the US wrote a Wall Street Journal op-ed basically saying, "Look, we never wanted this war, but now we're going in. They want to send the Navy to open the Strait of Hormuz." Canada, Australia, and Britain all said no thank you. But UAE said yes. And Turkey's Erdogan, who is himself not exactly a pacifist, told UAE, "Don't do it. America will use you as a punching bag and leave." He's right. And he knows it because he's watched America do exactly that, repeatedly to everyone. And here's where it gets personal. India's oil companies are losing 24 per liter on petrol and 30 per liter on diesel every single day. The petroleum minister went on Twitter to take a victory lap about not raising prices. Cool. Except he didn't mention that when oil was cheap, they also didn't lower prices. They just quietly doubled excise duty from 9 to 19. So now when the minister says, "We're absorbing the loss for you," what he means is taxpayers are absorbing the loss for oil companies because of a war within a post started by a country we didn't criticize, while we tweeted a 1-year-old photo of Modi and Trump. India's stock market lost 33 lakh crore since this war started. That's not a typo. Lakh crore gone. France's finance minister said 30-40% of Gulf oil production capacity has been damaged or destroyed. Getting back to normal, 3 to 4 years. The Philippines has 30 to 40 days of fuel reserves left and declared a national emergency. And the European Central Bank chief basically said, "Whatever you think the damage is, double it." After Gaza, millions marched in London, Berlin, New York. Where are those people now? I'll tell you who is speaking. Brazil's President Lula, who said, and this is a direct quote, energy, "Why does everyone with power think they own the world? We are not a colony, we are free." Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez banned America from using Spanish military bases to attack Iran. These aren't global superpowers. These are mid-sized countries with enough self-respect to say this is wrong. Iran literally asked India through BRICS channels to play a role. India said nothing. We got a tweet from the American embassy with a one-year-old photo. Look, I know this feels overwhelming. It is overwhelming. But here's what I need you to understand. When world leaders sit in comfortable rooms and laugh about oil markets while cities burn, that's not an accident. That's a feature. A world kept poor, distracted, and dependent is easier to manage than a world that's educated, organized, and angry. The question is, are you going to be the person who connects the dots or the person who waits for the 8 p.m. news to tell you which side to be on? Iran has been fighting every major Western power for 28 days alone. And somewhere in Washington, a man is asking his aide if he can talk about a statue. We deserve better than this. All of us, every country, every citizen, do something with that feeling. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.